this. Alrighty, I believe we are live now. We are back today on streaming. Let me just double check, make sure that stream is coming through nice and clearly. All right, and there we go. Perfect. All right, fantastic. So we are back today with our chess and Hearthstone first game back. So let's get into it. Right now we have one game going. We're waiting on another one. So we have RJ, who's already up 1-0. RJ, you are playing versus Beth. Nope, that's not you. You're playing versus Dodge County High School. Playing Dodge County High School today. Up 1-0 already. RJ is topside pieces right now. So, gonna do, again, not as much narration really of what we can do here. So as our other two get into it, we should be good to go. Awesome. And we have some fun, exciting news later. All right. Opponent tried to take a trade and they just messed up on pawns, and that's it. They took a knight, but RJ is there. Sorry, backwards. Let me go ahead and also plug the stream to people. Okay, RJ conceded a little bit of space, but protected the pawn. Going and setting up a trap. Opponent can try to trade. They can either trade straight queens, or he can try to take a rook and lose the queen instead. Opponent does not want to trade immediately. Opponent is going to get checked from a very nice standpoint right there. Opponent got forked. RJ could very much so press this advantage here and punish more, or he could try to consider to take his position more. He is putting him in check again with rook line. Opponent has two moves. That's one. Pulling the bishop up to try to protect. Opponent is protecting through the queen. RJ was taking the rook as expected. Opponent moved up, exposing his other rook. Both rooks taken. Opponent is at a severe material disadvantage. Opponent is trying to make trade again of trying to take the rook and the back row right now, while RJ is still sitting on back row for opponent. RJ goes and allows for back row to reset now and be protected from both, as well as protecting a possible advance forward. Opponent puts pressure on the knight, which is protected by the rook. Opponent then is checked by knight move. And the fork. Oh, check again. Opponent only has two moves. Again. Let's see. All right. Jack, you found a game? Awesome. All right. We'll start up yours in a second here. does take from the original fork of taking the queen. Opponent advances pawn to try to establish some sort of defensive perimeter. Immediately put into check and has to distance from said perimeter. RJ goes and takes and then puts in check and is in a corner. Has only to slam the door shut. Opponent is trapped. Moving pawn and put it to checkmate. That is RJ 2-0 versus Dodge High School. Fantastic job, RJ. All right, let's get ourselves our other match right here. Looking at Jack when Jack gets into game. All right. That is 2-0 in favor of RJ right there. All right, so let's go back to here. Let's see. Oh, you get to see the behind the scenes while I'm waiting for this. Okay, there we go. Now, Trutland High School. All right. All right, we are playing Trutland High School in chess for match 2. All right. And then, all right, Max's Hearthstone game is looking like it's going to be starting here in a moment as well, which is good. I have Hearthstone pulled up. So while we're waiting for these two matches to start, one thing I wanted to showcase to everybody here is that Union Grove is hosting we're calling it the inaugural, hoping to do this every year, a collegiate Union Grove High School partnership esports meeting event, where basically right now we have around 8 colleges that are listed to come to this event, and they will be highlighting their programs. So for example, some programs that have committed, we have Lander University up in South Carolina. Georgia State has committed to coming. We're waiting to hear back from a handful of others like KSU. West Georgia, but a lot of the premier esports programs in the Southeast, those in the Sun Belt, those that are in different NAIA conferences, etc., are invited to this conference to basically showcase their programs to other schools, as well as some of our other partners in the county, like Henry County Parks and Rec with their gaming room that they have at the North Mount Carmel Park. So any more questions, we do have signups for parents and players, for vendors, as well as colleges. And then obviously this will lead to our website. So check our socials, check our website, and there will be more information on there. Let's get back. Let's see. All right, Jack is in a game. Max, are you in a game? Not yet. Okay. All right. Sounds good. All right, looking at this, I just realized I never shared the screen. That's fantastic. Okay. All right. Well, that was bad. That's really bad. I haven't done this in a minute, so that just kind of goes to show how much out of it I am. All right. Well, I'm going to pull RJ's game and we'll watch it. Let's see here. All right, there we go. I will review both of those in a minute. So go ahead and close out all these other things that appear. All right, let's see. Yes. Not to my knowledge. It should be good to go. Okay. Well, I do not know, to be honest with you, that I have not heard or seen anything. Apparently there's some technical issues. Okay, so very standard open right here. Double knights on opponent's side into bishop open. Jack is opening with pawns and a knight. All right, looking at these real quick. Start review. So RJ is down here in white, and then opponent is up here in black. So very standard open right here into a pivot, into trying to protect, takes the trade. puts more pressure on RJ. RJ then matches the threat, and then queen is traded on that without moving the king, so the king can then be castled, trying to put pressure onto the bishop. The bishop just takes because there is no pressure on it. Knight takes, pawn takes. They castled, pawn takes, moves the pawn into to try to break the castle, but castle then is the rook is then moved up to preserve the castle, while then that's moved, threatens, then takes, threatens, blocks, takes, but then immediately takes again, and then backs away because it's not a fair trade, moves forward, pretty much stopping this pawn expansion right here. Opponent tries to move to protect the pawn, but then rook is then put pressured on. Opponent then is trying to put pressure, but then RJ is then going to take this, tries to move out because can't do much, but then does this. Opponent then tries to reset, move back out of check, then gets checked again, and checkmated. That was game number 1. Update back on Jack's game here. Jack is putting pressure on the double knights up front. Pawn on queen side is pretty open and moving forward, which is standard for an attempt castle on the opposite side right there. So open this up. All right, Max is still not in a game, so we are all right. So, continuing on with that right there, we were supposed to add Marvel Rivals, but Marvel Rivals is not being added right now. So, we will have to wait on that until possibly the fall. Organizations attending that eSports event that I mentioned earlier is going to be, as of right now, Lander University, Augusta University, Georgia State. Center College is virtual. We are inviting other groups to come virtual as well. Center College is several states away, so we're hoping to invite as many as possible to showcase not just local programs, but also programs that are around the country, and try to expand esports in general. So that is the goal. Some of the vendors, we have Egg Roll Daddy coming through, as well as there's another one, Woody's Famous Boiled Peanuts, very key staple company to Henry County, with specifically the kids going through Union Grove, as well as being around in different parts of the industry as well. I know Woody's Boiled Peanuts have been to several different events around the county as well. And then student events also are, student organizers are coming to host their own events and their own businesses. So we're going to have several different companies, like cupcake companies, different ones with baked goods, and a handful of other like knitting, crocheting as well for students coming through. So be on the lookout for that, but please do sign up and share the word. You'll see signs out and about very soon. It is the last day of February, the 28th. All right, so back up on this game right here. Opponent is trying to pressure out Jack's bishop here. Making sure the stream is coming smoothly. So while we're in between, game number 2 of RJ's game right here. RJ is up here at top, and then opponent is down here in white. So very standard open right there. Takes the trade, and then I heard a whoops, so hopefully that wasn't game breaking. Okay, good. So opponent tries to take advantage of this and loses mid-pressure material out like crazy. Pins the knight, takes that trade, puts it on check, breaks the pawn line. RJ then castles. And this is roughly where we picked up on stream. And so RJ gave space, tried to take the trade, denied the queen trade, put him in check, moves out of the way, puts him in check from the rook, then moves the bishop to support, or to block with the queen supporting. RJ then takes, opponent then pre-slotted that move, and then RJ then took the other rook. Opponent then back tries again to take the bishop, or the rook, and then the knight comes out to protect by allowing double sliding across, moves the bishop up, and then moves this threatening here, but also allowing for this to be put into check. Opponent moves, RJ then puts him in check again, moves out of check, and then RJ then takes the queen, tries to establish a defensive perimeter on the side. RJ then establishes check again, and then further corners opponent, and then checkmate his opponent for a very solid 2-0 game. So, moving into here, we have current live game right here. Max, are we in? Strange. All right, apparently we're having some technical issues on not being able to invite each other for whatever reason. I will be right back. I'm going to go check out that. So this game will be up.
And then when you press F, it does that. I don't know if that. It freaking does this. Pretty much. Okay. Now try.
Okay, we might have figured out what the issue was. We'll see. I apologize if you heard my alarm. My alarm is to go off at this time every day. So, yeah, handful of people. Currently, there's 5. There will be more. Again, I didn't send it out in advance as I hoped to because I've just been super busy today. But I'm hoping that next time we'll have more because I'll send out responses or send out invites to people to watch. So we will see. So we had a rook trade at the least, and it's pretty much 1 rook, 1 queen, and you're up by 1 pawn count. No, you have 6 pawns. He does have 6 pawns. I see it now. Never mind. I didn't count the one by the queen. So. Mm-hmm. All right, opens up the pawn advance. Let's see what we got. All right, Max, are we good? Are we in? No? Okay, he's logging back in. Okay. All right. All right. Opponent took pawn. We took pawn back. It's queen stare off on the opposite sides of a pawn. Opponent then moved rook to an open file to possibly try to threaten
I don't know what he's
on e8 because he's not protected on e8. Okay, we match space. Try to entice a trade into then a pawn battle.
There's no trade. No trade. That's not a trade.
Yeah. Opponent just opened into losing the lone rook possibly.
There's no absolute reason to check yourself. There we go.
You're in?
Hold on. I've done it. I've done it. Please. I did it.
Okay, opponent has a minute 40 left on time. Opponent is very much so running out of time. Okay, opponent progressed pawn. Either force Jack to take or trade pawns or advance onto king. Puts him into check as well as defending pawns. Opponent does not have a very good move. You're in? Fantastic. Alright. Pulling up spectating on Hearthstone. Gonna put this in the half so that we can see both. Let's go.
I must protect the wild.
Come fly with me. There we go. Alright, we have Druid versus Druid on Hearthstone, and we have the ending of a chess match here. So let's see what we got. Opponent just passing through on Hearthstone side. Opponent just forfeit their queen in a queen trade, but is down material by a lot. X also passing through. And then opponent is now going to have to do the tango with pawns. Jack's just making a beeline straight to taking queen to just march very slowly down the field into putting opponent into checkmate. But opponent also has 30 seconds. Okay. There we go. And or should we checkmate? There it is. Checkmate. That was very good, mate. That was very good. And that should be 1-0. Is it 1-0 or 2-0? Is that your first game or your second game? It was first game. All right, so we have another game on chess side. Okay, and now we wait for next game on chess side.
I remember this place well.
One recording done. Okay, looking to be on Hearthstone side. We've taken 6 damage. We have a unit on the board. Opponent has 2 armor and is looking to play some sort of ramp-ish. Okay, just played 5/5 taunt with Death Rattle. It says summon a copy of. So cool. When it dies, it will summon a copy of that. And then that'll be that. Alright, chess is up on that, and we have a hex right there. Just getting rid of that Death Rattle outright and just taking care of that.
Well played.
He's already loose.
Okay. Hearthstone side opponent just took 5 to face to kill a unit. Okay, crazy. On chess side, opponent staggered out pawns just to give rook for free now.
Never make the trip.
Ouch.
I never make the trip.
That hurt. Okay, opponent brought queen out to try to at least limit more damage.
That thing matters though, is how many you get out.
Yeah.
Seems to resist. Yeah, you become that part. Just resist. You come in trouble. You can't get it. What is it? Yet again.
I never make the trip.
Okay, so Hearthstone side, we have ourselves a turn of the tables. Big damage in one turn. Again, your HP was down 6. That's all we had to go off of. So opponent just played 8/8 taunt with Death Rattle, which
Well
says gain 8 armor. So another 8 HP to go through right there. All right, so it looks like Jack possibly got out of his. Yeah, he got out of the trap that they were trying to set. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Hear what? Possibly. I don't know. I haven't. I don't have like a audio mixer going to hear what all they can hear. So quite possibly. Okay, so Jack put opponent's queen at threat. Opponent's queen has to move, otherwise it will be taken. And it's a very open move. That's very interesting. Because
Well played.
I really wish they would leave me while I'm watching it.
Now that's what I like to see.
Should I do it?
yes,
Do I absolutely?
yes, yes. Okay, Max won very handily on his game right there.
I don't want to do it.
Do it.
I don't mind.
Win the game.
I win either way.
Just do it. Make your game easier. How about that? Thank you. Okay. Opponent left queen hanging for bishop to take. Okay. Opponent then throws Okay. I mean,
I'm so far up material.
what? What? Okay. Um. Okay. Opponent just.
Why would you do this?
Ouch. That's. That was mega misplay. Back to back to back, sadly. Okay, so now there's several options. It is back row demolition, just cleaning up the back row to get pawn pressure into choking out king into a corner. And the other option really is to leverage the power pieces
I'm 26 points of
and just
material.
choke out more. So that was ouch. That hurt. That hurt. Okay, so oh, whew. Huh? Okay. All right. So opponent threw pawns and cleaned them up, and now the goal is to just try to back row and prevent them from moving forward. So now it comes into opponent is just trying to force trades to prolong this game, possibly force a blunder. Going to cause a check right there. Optimal move is, yeah, there's really no optimal move. There is really no optimal move. It's really just going to be a 50-50. You lose pieces either way. So it's okay. Opponent did take one. Very much so established a trap right in front though. So moves into the trap. And that's almost game. Opponent has one move. Opponent is now officially trapped. Okay, opponent's in check. Opponent can just only move back into that spot. Nope. He does have to block, yeah. And so pawn to force, pressure, take, puts in check, has one spot, and
Lord Thamar versus Gerash. Victory or death!
Glory to the Sindora.
you drew. How did you? No! Why did you move your bishop or your rook? Oh my gosh! You just had to move queen up one, and then you move your rook. Oh my gosh! You have to play again. You have to play again because he forced him. He can't move anywhere because if he moves into check, and he's not allowed to do that, so it's a draw. Come over here and look at the board. Yeah, I actually have the board pulled up. Opponent, he can't move there, can't move any of these spaces because of that and that, so he can't physically move, so it's a draw. And it was because he moved rook from here to here, forcing the file to officially be closed. So, and he couldn't take because the pawn was supporting it, as well as the queen. So, you are the draw master because I remember in last season you also drew. He also did draw. He drew two times in the same game. He drew two in the same game. He drew a total of 3 times, but 2 in the same game. You drew like at least 6 times.
It was not 6.
Across the entire season, yes. No. Okay. Anyways, so. Alright, stream still is looking good, which is great. Alright, we have ourselves next game on both sides. So, we have ourselves Warrior versus Hunter. Okay, we have ourselves a queen trade to start the game. Okay.
I am watching closely.
Oh, good luck. Yeah, one of our other people over here is practicing League of Legends for tomorrow, and picked a pick that's not bad. It's just not super standard. And opponent blind, like, this is just blind pick. You don't get to see what your opponent is picking. You don't get to see what role or anything. Opponent picked a very standard character right now. Okay, so he got saved. He got saved because the pick is viable but not standard, and so now opposing top laner is about to get very much so a rude awakening because of, yeah. I would be careful with those runes versus that person, because that person is going to want to take extended trades then.
Yeah, you can take it to the trades. I have a way.
Again, I would just say be wary of it. Not saying that you have to change it. I'm just saying be careful. So, anyways, back on our games that we have in front of us that y'all can watch now. Opponent is playing a deck that I haven't seen before. It's more of every time the hero attacks, pretty much instead of taking damage, loses durability. The same exact deal. This is going to be after your hero attacks, gain 4 armor and draw a card. So, anyway, so opponent is just trying to infinite loop cycle armor into attack. So, yeah, that's standard for that type of matchup. Yeah, he's just gonna try to poke you out because he was also thinking it would be Rengar, so it's a proper either way. It's Rengar top lane. It's Rengar top lane. There's a will, there's a way with that character. So it's always possible. As a person who's played for many, many years, Rengar top just always manages to make a way. We're talking about League of Legends, so.
I have an
No, trust me. As a person who's played many, many years of that game, that character will always find a way to be relevant top lane. So, anyways, so looping back in over here, chess.com, looking at it. State is exactly even in pieces. In board state, however, it's kind of all over the place. We have ourselves a queenside castle on Jack's side, so the D-file is threatened on that, pinning the bishop there. Does look like we could try to make advances to take away some of the supporting pieces like pawns. And then on Hearthstone side, opponent has 49 HP. Have a good one, RJ. Good job on winning your game handily, as always. On Hearthstone side, opponent has 49 HP because of 19 armor. Super balanced. Super balanced. Still playing a lot of cards that give armor, which is super balanced. Yeah, you might want to hope that it's not what I'm thinking it is, because if it is, he just needs one card and then this game is over. Yeah, so we're going to let him figure it out, because I don't even know if that card specifically is in the rotation, but also just my lack of knowledge.
Get you findings.
It's also just, again, this game changes, and keeping up with it is very hard.
The eternal sun guides me.
Okay, we finally got rid of the infinite armor generator over there, which is great.
Not much time left.
Isn't Zita's been on the board for like 3 turns now?
Oh, your Incendius is gone. Oh, wow, that's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. It's still possibly there. We'll have to wait and see. Opponent has 52 HP. Okay, now he has less because he just took an Incendius. And now, yay! We're finally gonna pop off. Okay, yep. Playing keychain. That's a very good draw. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, good choice. And try it again. See what we get. 2 on the right. I can only see the 2 on the right, but that doesn't look super fantastic. Alright, so looking back up on chess, D file is still being held. Stuff is gone, but the game state has definitely changed. Pawn on opponent's side has definitely been a lot.
Drink with me, friend.
Sisters, my arrows shall strike down our foes.
Okay, and all that HP is slowly being ticked away. Pew, 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 pew. Okay, Jack put pressure on and just, yeah, that's... I mean... Okay. I can imagine you would enjoy that card being gone. Yes, you told me about that. I'm very intrigued. So I thought that this was going to be Armor One-Shot Warrior, which basically says you just get a bunch of armor from different cheese cards, and what you then do is you then you take your armor, and instead of it being armor, you then transform it into damage, and you just basically can snipe anything in the game. Yeah, no, he can't anymore because he doesn't have any armor, but yeah, he was about to sit on 30, and that's a one-hit KO for
I
an
am
8
watching
card.
closely.
Anyways, continuing on here, we had our rook trade. So now it is king, some pawns, and then we have one different strategy piece on each side. We have a bishop and we have a knight. So now the name of the game is get better board state and try to either get a pawn across or corner the king. On Hearthstone side, it is 19 HP to 23 and a nice board set. So, nice board state. Not gonna lose. Interesting. Again, you're playing a very toxic matchup, so You would not.
This man has missed Eves and yet like 16
Yeah.
Like, it's,
That's York for you. So
and I can't do anything to make it.
yep. Most people can't. Most people can't interact when Maiden is present. Yeah. You're gonna get one, maybe two. So you should be fine. All right, opponent played Alakir, Wind Fury Taunt, and Divine Shield. Will it be enough? I have the board in front. I'm not optimistic for him. It's of the variety where I've seen you throw games, so.
Who could put a price on such powerful artifact? I could. Find it.
On that scary chunk of fun!
Okay, so that's 6 damage. 6 damage again. I believe that's 4 twice. Yep, there you go. Cool. Have ourselves just remote orbital obliteration directly from hand. Damage to face. So moving on into 2-0 for Max right here. Okay, so
I win.
okay, let's see. Okay. Now it's just pawn trading. I mean, are you talking about this or that? This is gonna be a little bit boring. Yeah. It's just pawn trade after pawn trade. That's all it is. He needs to move those all the way across. Yeah. You didn't mess up. No, he didn't blunder. I see it. There's a way to recover from it. It's a matter of fact of doing it. Just play the game when it's your turn. It is your turn. Take your turn.
Versus Uther. I will fight with honor. The Legion's rage pales before mine.
I'm just looking at both sides, looking at both games where I can. So
This guy is so good. I like hands. This guy is so good.
If I play it, I might mess this up. It's the
My parents correct me.
one of the ways you could. That's one of the ways you could have played it.
With it.
The light dims, but we fight.
No way. If he goes the wrong spot, he can't do it. He didn't go the wrong spot. Right side can't. Okay. Goal.
All right, let's see what we got. So Jack is trying to sprint a pawn straight down the middle here. Will the opponent allow it? Okay, opponent goes and threatens both. That's crazy.
Hey,
That
I got
hurts.
you, friend.
They can be saved, yes. It's just a matter of fact of how is this gonna work out. Your turn. He is in a match. His opponent has very long sequencing turns though. Alright, opponent. Fifth one, that's close. Okay, now. No. It could be
It is a 500, so 600.
one, time could be a factor here, but also two, you might be able to just honestly you could just draw it out. What does what thing do? What? Max, go to your screen if you want to know. If you want to know, go to your screen. This is your game. What does it do? Okay. Gotcha. What? Okay. All right. Jack resigned, so now it's a tie.
Job done.
I did not.
I received it was just one.
Reporting for duty.
Yeah, that's standard. That indeed is standard. Mm-hmm. Yep. Nice. Okay. Back into a game. Now let's see. Can we finish out this game without throwing?
Why didn't you go up 100 points of elo?
I don't know. Did you say the game is over?
The game said job done. The game said paladin. So paladin.
Oh, you have the immunal attack. That's very tragic. That's very tragic for opponent.
Don't be nice to him.
Didn't you play this, Max?
No, I've never played Aggro Paladin in my life, Mr. Manning. I would never.
The light.
Pretty sure I saw you practicing it.
But you
Pretty sure I saw you practicing it. Just pointing that out.
Reporting for duty. Practice, not practice, but play more like Paladin. I didn't have
Mm.
Crusaders. I didn't even have Crusader one. I forgot to put it in. So it was.
Why is there a square
Fantastic.
one on my sequence? Why do you have
I don't know. The seats are old, so. All right, Max, it's your turn.
Catch me.
You might be click, bro. Bro, it's everybody versus me. Just clutch. I just seen that.
I'm watching.
Bro.
I'm watching. All right, so on chess side, we have pawn filing open into mid pressure. Opponent is trying to put pressure on that pawn file for a reason. Win, please. I won't be able to go home for a while because I have lacrosse after this. So, okay. Yep. Okay. Opponent should just run.
reporting for duty.
Well played.
Okay, and on other side, on Hearthstone side, it is G of G's. All right, that goes for Hearthstone, a 3-0 sweep for week number 1 right there. Okay, Jack goes and opens pressure on Queen Pawn. Nice. Good job.
I just noticed.
Max, that was 3-0, right? So that's it? Okay, cool. Just making sure.
I just now noticed.
I'm gonna go extend my lead.
Oh my god.
All right, opponent just moves pawn up, putting pressure on knight. Knight's forced to move back. I almost just witnessed something very crazy happen on the League of Legends one. I saw that misclick. That misclick almost made my eyes hurt. That would have been very painful to watch if you had done that and not gotten out.
I'm so glad I did that.
Why do you keep clicking that?
I'm not trying to.
You still are.
I'm not trying to.
Is that thing your base?
It's the thing I'm trying to. We're trying to.
It's a tower that's defending his base, and his tower is currently getting pushed because the person he's playing against, that's basically his entire job, is to just take those towers and put pressure from a distance. And now need to run, unless if okay. He dropped the cage. All right, opponent put pawn pressure on c5 bishop. All right, focus.
You said we could. I'm not allowed to say something. I'm not allowed to talk about Spatra on stream, but I'm saying.
Yeah,
Okay. You said we
Stop
got,
trying to advertise
I'm
stuff.
not- It's over.
it's
Like,
over.
We get like half. Say we get half the profits.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We didn't get that much.
No. I wonder who covered almost like 60 or 70% of that.
I'm sorry, my friends don't eat pizza. Like I don't know what I'm supposed to do about that.
Like,
I really don't know how I'm supposed to do the situation.
bro, I can.
So Vince, you did literally nothing.
Never mind.
Vince, you actively tickled.
All right,
I regret.
Jack, it's still your turn. Now it's opponent's turn.
What?
Huh, they have the finisher. That's cool.
The FF went off, but the FF still went through. It was a 3-1 FF, and yet the timer ran out, and then the person FF literally when the timer ran out.
Cool.
The
Love that.
FF literally disappeared.
They want to think about it.
I could have actually lost that game.
Can't trades going on mid side right there. We'll see how this finishes up because it's very much so putting pressure on the castle on white side. Well, there is a streaming platform named Twitch, yes.
Is it what I'm streaming on?
Toes?
No, YouTube.
Okay.
I said two different things. One's Twitch and one's YouTube.
There's also Kit.
No one cares about that. So all of a sudden, I'm Twitch. That is not Twitch because it's subscribe. I mean, no, not subscribe. Follow my Twitch. Subscribe to my YouTube. I post semi-daily Honor Kings content. Nothing to do with eSports. I just really like that game.
I win.
You said that last game.
True.
I don't say that last game. I said I was winning.
No, you said I win.
I don't see a win.
It's 1.5 versus 1.5, so. He drew by blunder, and then the guy won last time. That was a blunder because you ended up drawing, which was.
No, it was a mistake.
We say loss of score. There you go. Boom. You didn't get the full 1 point. You got to have a point.
I win.
So you're blocking the camera, FYI. Yeah. All right. So Scram, I'm commentating, and he needs to focus. All right. Shh.
Wow, this guy.
Okay, Zip. Goodbye. Talk to JC and see if he's willing to get on board. Find his social media, please, to message him. Sounds good. I don't know. I don't know. All right, opponent went and is trading queens. Okay. Jack, my timer for you is stuck perpetually at 9. Okay, there we go. 9 minutes and 11 seconds. It now reset to 7 minutes. Cool.
Just like this guy's position.
Jack is the black pieces, yes. Yeah. Nope.
You think white came in here?
Oh, white could have won, yeah.
No.
It would have taken 3 turns. 4
The problem with the one you said was the first piece would have gotten taken immediately.
Yeah, I'm saying sacrifice. You set up the rook.
How are you supposed to sacrifice
Sacrifice your king.
when your rook is
Sacrifice your king. Sacrifice your king.
That's how you, guys. I play League of Legends. I do not play chess.
obviously?
Sacrificing your king means the game is over.
No, that's what I'm saying though. You sacrifice your king on the pawn. If he takes the king, he has
Then the game's over. There's no more.
then the rook backs up and takes
You lose
the
the
queen.
game if he takes your king.
Okay, if he takes the queen, or if he takes the king, you take his queen. Technically, it's checkmate, or it'd probably be in the next one. Never mind. Never mind. It would end up in a tie because you have no because if he took the king, it would be checkmate.
Sacrificing your king is the first thing that you say. That in itself is not a legal move. Oh my gosh. No, it is quite literally not. This is a patriarchy game, okay? The king is the priority, the queen is the strongest, though.
If you can't move your king,
If you want to challenge the rule book, like,
buddy, if your king goes off the board, if your king can't move and you take it, no matter what next move, you lose.
it's a repeat of the same instructions.
Oh.
This guy's not the right open the box.
Oh, wow.
Okay, sacrifice your queen.
He doesn't have a queen.
He did at one point.
He's talking about before the queen trade happened. Anyways, opponent resigned. Okay, so that's game. Awesome. All right, that was very interesting. Very interesting hearing about sacrificing a king and all this other stuff. So, how it goes is, yep. So we went 3-0 in Hearthstone, 2-0, 2-0 in this one, and then we went 2.5, 1.5 on this one right here. So, anyways, so
Hold on. Why can't League know our team, but Rocket League gets to know their team?
I don't know, but neither of our chess people knew who they were playing today, so I don't know. Yes. Again, it's going to change, but I don't know. It might have been because they did preseason. I don't know. I have no idea. So, anyways, thank y'all for tuning.
No, do that again.
No. Have a good one.